psychic powers, Sean, you were in one of my favorite movies, Power. And did you use any of that in the channel? Sean, are you hearing me? Sean, you're...
Let me tell you a Powder story, right? So,
are we going to bring victory?
Like a couple of years ago, I was right out, I got a martial arts academy in LA, and I was right next to it was a 7-Eleven. I'm wringing wet, I'm in shorts, completely wringing wet, and I got a Gatorade, and it was Halloween. And this is right, my academy is right by Boys Town, which is, the champs hang out there. And I'm in 7-Eleven waiting in line, and it's Halloween evening, right? And I'm wringing wet, and I'm holding my Gatorade, and I look over, and the dude at the register is like wearing a suit, with a fedora, all painted white, and he's got forks and spoons glued all over his chest. I'm holding my Gatorade, I'm looking at that dude like, oh shit! So I look at him, I'm like, hey, brother, so that's a good outfit. Who are you supposed to be? And literally, he goes, obviously you haven't seen the film. And he fucking pranced out of there. I was like, fucking you rock, dude! There's a little gay powder in 7-Eleven.
And with that next question.
You know, can I ask you a little bit of a serious question, Sean? If that's possible. Victor Salva, who made Jeepers Creepers, went to jail for doing some very bad things to a young boy. What was it like making a film with someone like that? Because you made Powder after you did Clown House. And was there any weirdness going on there? I mean, because you throw the, you throw the word fag around a little bit, and you're an outspoken denier. Or let them listen. But what was it like making Powder for someone?
For you guys, that don't know, Powder was directed by Victor Salva. He served time for
child molestation.
Okay, but yeah, you're right. Yeah, exactly. Having said that, my absolute knowledge of the man is nothing but top shelf. Also, there's a big difference between taking a 6-year-old boy out to the woods, duct taping him to a tree and raping him, and having a consensual relationship when you're 22 with a 17-year-old dude. There's a big difference between the two. So it's somewhere in the middle. It's not like he was outside of Target and said, "Do you want some candy? I'm so horny right now." And I gotta tell you, that cat, I mean, in my opinion, he directed a piece of art. And I would do it again. It's funny because after that, I didn't even know the guy was gay. I had no idea, and it really didn't matter to me. I mean, I throw the word around, but I joke around, but I have gay friends, I live in LA. I have no problem at all. But I also have a big problem with people like, you can't use that word. It's like, give me a fucking break. You can use it, you can call me a Mick, I'm Irish, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he's a super talented individual, one of the nicest, most giving directors I've ever worked with, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. But after that film, at the premiere, I was looking out, and there's all these guys with picket signs. And I looked out, and I'm like, holy shit, look at all the fans. The child, what? They're holding picket signs. And to be honest, I didn't work for 2 years after that, because it was before the internet, and people just knew Powder. Oh, that's the child molesting guy. You didn't Google it, you couldn't find out that it was the director, not the guy that played it. But even having said that, for really being blackballed for a couple of years and not getting another job after that, I would do it again in a heartbeat, because to have a career, to do a film like that once, is a gift, because it's one of those scripts that you can screw it up. It's so good. It's still a good film. So I'm honored to have been a part of that. And I'm very proud of it.
I gotta say, it's one of my favorite fucking movies, and you are fucking incredible in it, dude. Especially sitting here with me now, and you're a bigger maniac than I mean, for God's sakes, they just told me I look like Lemmy, and he's a bigger maniac than I am. And the sensitivity you brought to that role was so beautiful. Okay, I'm done being a champ now. Back to the Boondock Saints and wielding guns and fucking shit up. Although...
Who has a question? Yes.
Say the prayer, please.
How
Let's do it at the end all together. You want to do that? It's
Norman Rose.
First of all, wouldn't you guys like to hear the Lemmy version? Like, in Shepherd we shall be! For thee, I love all thee!
In Shepherds we shall be! Or the Chris Barnes version from Cannibal Corpse.
I dumpster music, right?
Never will, buddy.
Yeah.
Or the Patrick McCray version.
Do it.
Who's got a question?
Who's got the next question? Lay it on me, blue chick. Dude next to chick in blue.
Halloween.
Say again.
I'm gonna be Larry David.
Halloween.
What are you doing for Halloween, right?
Well, I'm working on The Walking Dead, but I'm gonna walk around set like Larry David.
What's your kid gonna be for Halloween, dude?
I don't know. He just started a band called Godfart. So I have no idea. He just turned 12. So
You know what's the target recording? Send it to me.
Well, I used to be in a band called Vicious Prick, so I totally know where he gets it from. But I don't know. I have no idea what's going on.
What do you play?
Well, I used to sing. I used to basically just like Black Flag songs over there.
Where's my dollar bill?
You'd have thought that I reached for the bell. I just made a fucking clown. That little, right?
I don't even take my
God
fucking
bless.
jacket off without getting paid.
Is your 12-year-old as smelly as mine?
That's a great question.
I have a 12-year-old boy, so.
You're a stinky 12-year-old?
I
No, I don't think so. I'm guessing no.
Yes, brother.
Also, Norman, did we just hear that your son's name is Mingus Reedus?
Yeah, Mingus Lucian Reedus. Because I was doing a film called Beat, and I was playing Lucian Carr, and I like the middle name, so his middle name is Lucian. Yeah.
So you play.
I like names that like stick, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I like it.
So you said, you're in this band, the Vicious Pricks.
Well, no, that was high school.
Or dance, but you named your kid Mingus. What are your listening habits like? I mean,
well, I love Charlie Mingus. Like, and Straight No Chaser is one of my favorite
And
films. You know what I mean? I love that film. And I just love the name Mingus.
Yeah.
So when he was being born, his mom was convinced it was going to be a girl. And I was like, no, it's going to be a boy. So we came to the conclusion, okay, if it's a girl, you name it. If it's a boy, I'll name it. And so I named it Mingus.
I almost had a boy. Rain, are you here?
You almost had a boy?
I was better than a boy.
Deep down, was like, fuck you.
So, are you a big jazz fan?
Yeah, totally. I love jazz. And actually, one of the films on BigBaldHead.com is called I Thought of You, and it's about being inside the head of Miles Davis. It's super weird. But the thing with Miles is like he used to fight with his wife all the time, like beat her up and stuff.
Betty Davis?
Yeah.
You ever
I
listen-
love that you know that.
Dude,
Yeah.
Betty Davis is the most badass
Don't
female
wanna
funk
love
chick
you.
ever!
Yeah, so funky, that chick. But he used to fight with her all the time.
Hendrix loved her.
Everyone loved her. Yeah, and the deal was, she used to yell at Miles and be like, why do you dress like that? You don't know what's fucking cool. And just torture that guy. And he was such a dick already. He was a dick, that guy. But, yeah, so the film that I made is about him being inside of his head and trying to rehearse with knowing that he just had a fight with her. So he tells some bullshit story, which I got from the New York Times from an old article where he sat down with two little kids and like said something very inappropriate to fuck up the writing.